This year, I'm seeing a trend in keyboards. 75% layout seems to be the mainstream, and there's a ton of them right now. Aluminum keyboards are starting to populate the market as well. But what's really great is that you don't need to mod anything because they sound and feel great out of the box. With the exception of the Epomaker P75 we reviewed several weeks ago, all of the keyboards I've tested have solid typing and gaming experience. One of them happens to be the Epomaker P75. If I have to describe it in one sentence, it's a metal version of the popular Aula F75 with more tactile keys. On Epomaker's website, the P75 comes in silver and black pink colors. While I don't mind the accented pink keycaps out of the box, Epomaker was generous enough to include the black versions for a total all-black setup. Being an all-metal keyboard, the weight clocks in at a reasonable 1.65 kilograms, but I noticed the lack of adjustable feet with aluminum keyboards. Here, you have a fixed 6-degree angle for typing. I don't mind it since I'm comfortable typing with or without adjusting the angle, but I may see this as a deal breaker for some. As usual, you can use this wirelessly via Bluetooth and a 2.4 GHz dongle or wired with a USB-C cable. But I'm starting to hate the idea of omitting labels for the connection switch. You're forced to memorize the function of the switch, which are right for the dongle, left for Bluetooth, and middle for wired. The P75 is compatible with Windows, Android, and Mac devices. It does come with Mac mode for the Command, Shift, and Option keys. If you intend to use the P75 wirelessly with RGB on, you will get 4 to 5 days of use or a whole week with RGB off. That's about average for a 4000 mAh cell. Nothing impressive. But the dongle impressed me with its signal reception since it still responds even when I have the dongle connected underneath my desk. Speaking of RGB, the Cherry Profile Double Shot PBT keycaps are not translucent, so the south-facing RGB LEDs will be there for added aesthetics and illumination. However, I like the paint's matte finish from the keycaps to the keyboard's base. Even the volume knob is made of metal. The P75 looks clean and fresh even after weeks of use. Regarding switches, you can pick between Epomaker's Zebra linear switch, Wisteria linear switch, and Wisteria tactile switch. I'm testing the Zebra linear switch, which is designed for typists. It features 3.8mm of travel and 21mm spring length. Compared to the Aula F75, the P75 with Zebra switch requires more actuation force. In addition to that, the switches do not bounce back as snappy as other keyboards I tested. However, note that you only notice this if you have tested many mechanical keyboards, so it's a nitpick. But then again, this puts off the timing of my typing, which negatively affects my speed and accuracy. It will take some getting used to is what I'm trying to say. As for the rest, the P75 is hot-swappable and compatible with 3 5-pin switches. The Zebra linear switch may be designed for typists, but I think casual gamers will also enjoy its tactility even though it feels a bit soft when actuating the keys. Before I forget, I like that there's a way to check the battery status and charging status of the P75 with shortcut keys, especially since it lacks any LED indicator like the Aula F75. When it comes to keyboard function customizations, the P75 comes with a driver of its own that's found on Epomaker's website. It's using Keyboard Hub Web. While I like QMK more, this web-based software will get the job done regarding macros and shortcuts. Also, setting it up does not require a wired connection. If one thing is missing regarding my use case, I would like layers to be added. Now, is the Epomaker P75 enough to replace my daily driver, the Aula F75? In a different world, yes, I don't mind using this keyboard. I can adjust to the quirks I mentioned, but the F75 is hard to beat when it comes to typing. It's speedy and light, and that thunk you get is unmatched unless you do some modding. On the flip end, I prefer the look and design of the P75 over the F75. If you're interested, I left the links in the description box below for you to check. Please check them, you might even get a discount. That's it for this one. Drop a sub or like if you feel like supporting the channel, and as always, until the next one, stay safe.